Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Всем привет, с вами Львович, и мы начинаем проходить еще одну игрушку, которая называется Kid of Come. Так, надо звук поднастроить, я думаю.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo.
Вот так пока сделаю, если что, пишите.
Panem nostrum super substantiam.
Чё тише, чё громче делать. Начнем. Жестокий режим. Так, обычный режим, жестокий режим. Больше реализма. Рекомендуется игрокам, умеющим вести бой и имеющим навыки выживания в мире Kingdom of Come. Мы вообще в нее будем играть первый раз, хотя... Это я не знаю даже. Больше реализма. Ладно, давай обычный режим сделаем. Впервые будем играть. Ебать, как отрисовано-то все. Я сначала думал, что это не компьютерная графика. Кому интересно, настройки высокие. Не высшие, не ультра. Просто высокие. Уже 60 FPS. Не знаю, стоит ли выше делать.
piece of scotch.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
Индро.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
This hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
That's nothing.
А чувачок-то драчун у
Just a
нас.
scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Раздолбай. Будем играть еще за одного раздолбая. Так, загрузочка. Загрузки что долгие тут.
A fine state
Oh,
you're in
неужели?
this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Так, персонаж. Когда вы берете... Когда вы выберете один из двух вариантов в этом диалоге, вы по умолчанию выберете характеристики вашего персонажа. Не переживайте, если они вас не устроят. В дальнейшем вы сможете развить все характеристики без каких-либо ограничений. Вот так вот, значит. Так, ты посмотри, на кого ты похож. Что ты вообще делал прошлой ночью? Угу. Мы болтали в корчме. Красноречие. Я танцевал, ловкость. Я был с Бланкой. Выносливость. Странно, короче, когда это... Он, если гулял с девушкой, то у него выносливость появляется. Я работал в кузнице. Сила. А выносливость это у нас ХП. Да? С другой стороны, я работал в кузнице. Сила. Не, скажем, были с Бланкой.
I was with Bianca. We were talking.
Talking, were you? That's what you call it, is it?
Stop it, Ma.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Так. Зачем мне учиться бою на мечах? Красноречие. Матей учил меня стрелять из лука, ловкость. Я был с Бланкой, выносливость. Какое это имеет значение? А теперь силу возьмем.
So I'm learning to sword fight. And what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal. You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong. I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me.
Что-то в этом диалоге FPS проседает прямо пиздец до 30. Так, значит, задача идти к своему отцу. Мои друзья заходили, я голоден, папа на меня сердится. Тебе помочь? Так, закончить разговор. Ну, давай посмотрим.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Ну, хватит, мам. Ты не права насчет них. Мои друзья не пьяницы. Я не хочу об этом говорить. Ну да, друзья у него, наверное, и бухие. Но скажем, что она не права насчет них.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me, let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Я голоден.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Папа на меня сердится?
Father
Спросим.
angry with me for sleeping late.
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain. But he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Чем можем мамке помочь?
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Ну ладно, уйдем. Блять, как будто я в Oblivion играю. Чувствительность надо поменьше сделать, наверное. Русского нету, жаль. Упрощение открытия замков оригинальные. Так, где у нас? Вот. Поменьше стало немножко. Рогалик. А почему с одной руки ты только можешь драться? Так. Погоди, а мы что, это все берем, что ли? Ну, возьмем. Так. Что за мешочки-то? Мы прыгать умеем? Умеем. Скрытность. Если вы захотите куда-нибудь прокрасться, убедитесь, что вас никто не видит и не слышит. Видно вас или нет, зависит от освещения, положения тела и вещей одежды. Слышно ли вас, зависит от поверхности, по которой вы идете. Ну, я понял. Возьми. Все возьмем. Чё? Поесть из котелка, бросить в котелок. Да, как же тут до хрена всяких показателей. Ты смотри, ебать. Это у нас то, что в инвентаре лежит. А, тут можно сортировать. Снаряжение, количество, цена, доспехи. Угу. Пища. Состояние. В смысле состояние? А, я понял. Хорошо. Где наши показатели? Идущая рука. Доспех на ноги. Кольчуга на ноги. Шпоры. Кольцо. Ебать, как тут много всего. Кодекс. Карта. Новое добавочное задание, цель. Ебать, как тут много всего. Хорошо. Сумма. Грок. О! Как скала. Могильщик. Мастер клинка. Сведения. При успешном блокировании щитом удар врага вы расходуете на 3 выносливости меньше. Перенос трупов у людей без сознания не тратит вашу выносливость, а также они будут казаться вдвое легче. Угу. Не знаю, давай могильщика возьмем. Так. А выносливость где у нас? Ловкость, живучесть, красноречие. Живучесть, наверное, выносливость. Так, я ни хера не понимаю. Общий уровень 1. Хрен его знает. Так, а по поводу еды-то что у нас? Нам еда нужна, нам вообще кушать надо. Ведение боя, защита. Ух. Как до хрена. Пиздец. Я не знаю, голод это в смысле голоден или чего? Я... Да пожрем, а? Вроде как позавтракали, а... Статистика. Что-то да. А где еда? А, тут у нас внизу есть. Сытость 62%. Максимальный 120. Все вижу. Я вижу, что это геморрой. Тогда надо похавать. Капец, он троглодит. Капец, троглодит, а. Чё? Да, хрен узнает, наверное. Все из дома вытащим все, что можно. Дай мешок яблок заберем. Че открыть? Угу. Закрыто. И все, тут можно взять. Давай-ка еще чувствительность убавим. Так, управление. Еда. Ты наелся, подожди, пока еда не... Годи. Максимум 120, ты чё? Морковку давай. Все. Полностью сытые. Вы слишком много съели, вы не проголодались. Так. Ага, вы слишком много съели, вы не проголодаетесь вновь, значительно дольше, но останетесь неуклюжими, пока вы... Но мы переели. Компас. Компас покажет вам, куда нужно идти. Для выполнения текущего задания просто следуйте к нужной точке. Ну, красиво. Ты узнал, где точильный круг? Да.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Убеждение. Иногда вам нужна сила убеждения, чтобы достичь своих целей. Когда говорите с людьми, часто вы можете выбрать, какое впечатление вы хотите на них произвести. Вы можете просто использовать красноречие, которое, однако, зависит от репутации, закрепившейся за вами на момент разговора. В средние века социальный статус играл первостепенную роль. Поэтому качество вещей, одежды и насколько хорошо вы выглядите в сочетании с вашей репутацией могут сильно повлиять на то, как люди вам отвечают. Если вы выглядите опасным, люди будут бояться сталкиваться с вами и будут с большей готовностью давать вам рискованные задания. Главным образом на это влияет ваша сила. и отпугивающий эффект от вашего оружия и снаряжения. Однако другие вещи, такие как остатки крови на вашей одежде, тоже принимаются в расчет. Иногда вы можете положиться на то, что деньги все скажут за вас. Вам всего лишь придется расстаться с убедительной суммой. Подкуп людей работает так же, как и покупки. Смотреть статьи, торговля и как торговаться. В особых случаях вы можете попробовать использовать и иные навыки, такие как верховая езда. Важна не только манера убеждений, но и само предложение. Потому что иногда недостаточно просто выбирать ответ согласно вашим наилучшим характеристикам. Вы можете вчитываться в то, что вы собираетесь сказать. Угу. Вы не можете с легкостью утихомирить матерого задиру. И неважно, насколько хорошо вы одеты, вы не можете легко произвести впечатление на знатного человека. Все потому, что способности Индра не просто обозначаются универсальным числом, но сравниваются со способностями вашего оппонента. Вы можете увидеть значение различных способностей в игре под соответствующими значками. Угу. Вы всегда можете видеть свои собственные способности. Способности же оппонента видны вам только если вы его хорошо знаете. Или же вы хорошо умеете читать людей, если вы учились эмпатии. Угу. Ваши деньги, сумма, которую вы должны оплатить. Угу. Так. Однако это не просто вопрос характеристик. На исход очень сильно влияют иные факторы. Ваша репутация, грязили вы или истекаете кровью и т.п. Если вы не можете переубедить купца с хорошо подвешенным языком, возможно, вы захотите сначала слегка его отравить. А после он станет более сговорчивым. Или если вы увидите охрану из его друзей, его будет легче запугать. Ага. Общий уровень красноречия, общий уровень обаяния, общий уровень силы. Сравнение репутаций вы и оппонента. Пока я ни хрена ничего не понимаю. Угу. Не смей мной командовать. У него ничего не известно. Так, в чем дело, Индра? Ты не слышал, что я тебя зову? Мне нужно было кое-что сделать. Прости, мне нужно было осмотреться.
Sorry, father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzik's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? Alright. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
Гроши, уголь,
And
крестовины.
ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Купить мешок угля на рынке, получить долг с куниша, возьми крестовину. Угу. Журнал заданий вы можете найти. Сведения о заданиях в журнале. Текущая задача. Возьми урок боя на мечах. Чего? Откуда у меня эти задания? Купить пиво. Урок на мечах? Так. Разделы, вкладки, пропустить время закрыть. Так, я начал учиться бою на мечах у наемника. Недавно он приехал в Клалицу. Так. Отец с матерью не должны об этом узнать. Они почему-то не хотят, чтобы я... Так, а где? Я хочу сходить поучиться... Подожди, а мы можем туда перейти? Сейчас ты не можешь использовать быстрый переход. Я могу поставить метки на задание? Ебен-говен, вы чё? Так, это у нас... Купить пиво. Мешок. Я пока туда не пройду. Можем сначала крестовину у замка взять. Б, ты чё? Я понял. Крестовину сначала пойдем возьмем.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzik, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Ты получил крестовину. Там новое задание охрана города, в смысле? Пойдем долг получим. Так, пропустить время, закрыть вкладки, разделы, сведения, журнал. Жалко, нет. Тут нельзя метки ставить. Пойдем с Кунишем поговорим. Так, он же у нас С, да? Ну-ка. Да. Ты кто, ёпта? Куниш.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water.
Не будем лишний раз в драку ввязываться.
If you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Так. Угу. Нам нужно купить. Драться будем? Давай подеремся. С другой стороны, нам надо как-то покачать навыки. Провал. Репутация понизилась. Так. Хук, пинуть, захватить цель, снять захват, блок, ебать. Ваши раны, выносливость. Ладно. Пни его, блядь. Да, блядь. Сука, ебучий. Ты где?
I'm over here. Oh dear.
Да, блядь, я же защищаюсь, нет? Я же тоже нажал, блядь. Сука.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Мы тебя все равно нахуячим. Погоди, а как заход-то сделать? Да, блядь. Тут очень сложная тема с боем.
One beating wasn't enough for you.
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
Так, я ни хрена. Так, подожди-ка. Слишком много кнопок надо нажимать. Я хочу еще раз побороться с ним. Блядь, заново все лутать. Он это так долго делает. Ладно. сука, все заново, блядь. Ой, блядь, консольку открыл. Почему мы не можем сохраняться как попало? Так, одни яблоки, да? Так, вроде как бы все взяли, да? А, не все еще. Так, теперь давай похаваем. Хлеб, кстати, до хрена дает. Так, где дверь-то? Так, чего? У тебя нет спасительного шанса. Чего? Кого? Шнапса? Так. Ладно, мы с другой стороны въебываться больше не будем. Вот. То есть это игра... Я, короче, в общем, не ведьмак.
Sorry, father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was
Где мы
seeing
можем
everything for the
распинывать.
first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Короче, мы не будем это смотреть.
Well, you're a... not quite.
Блять, управление. Влево-вправо. Прыгнуть, спринт, присесть. Бой. Таб захватить цель. Особо блокировать. Так, посмотрим. Ладно, нас еще может научить, пока в драку не будем ввязываться.
With you.
Пускай нас учат сражаться. У нас и сил-то мало. Мы еще выясним, как бои тут идут.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
That's the way you want it. I'll tell Father you won't pay, and you can tell him what you told me.
And don't come back.
Попробуй другим способом забрать Куниши топор. Спиздить его, что ли? Ничего я не понял. Я ничего не понял. Где у нас журнал? Не обязательно, да? Топор. Гвозди. Так, у него дверь только с одной стороны, да? Где у него гвозди, топор, блядь?
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Хуеть. А здесь это все лежит. Еще отмычку должен взять. Вот топор, кстати. Так, мы топор взяли. Так, погоди. Нам же нужно взять топор, да? Блядь, журнал. Осталось молоток и гвозди. Погоди, а вооружиться я могу топором? Сейчас бы его взяли бы, захуячили бы топором. Ладно. У меня денег-то нету, наверное. Так. Б.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn
something?
Давай
Have you
поучимся.
recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Начнем.
Yes.
Alright, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
You can't be serious, insulting our king.
What insult? I said only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to do.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Gutenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts, traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one not in Rome?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
В смысле?
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
Well, that's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, Hal, how could you possibly chance like this?
Ай, блядь. Да ну нахуй. Нарушил закон, блядь. А, Бланка.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
ты.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir, I'm as honored as any single maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
As the gentleman wishes.
But wait though, there's a catch. I've no money. Kunesh owes me and he won't pay up.
Leave it to me, but you have to pay me back this evening.
You're the best girl a man could wish for.
Your father wants a cool one from the cellar, doesn't he? Wait here while I fetch it.
А как угля-то купить?
Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Don't worry, dearest. This evening I'll see you right.
Oh, Hal, I do hope so.
Thanks.
Она тебя приглашает
You'll have something to look forward to
на
this
секас. Намекает.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya.
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Ну еще одна.
You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Ммм.
You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Это сохранение. Все ясно. А это геморрой. Угу. Давай сохранимся, чтобы... Все. Как они хоть выглядят-то? Угу. Спасительный шнапс.
So, can we get started?
Да, давай начнем.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you.
Чего?
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends
Ее
on it.
можно делать. Что я должен сделать-то, блядь? В бою вы автоматически наводитесь на противника. Вы можете перемещаться вокруг него с помощью... Так. Наведение на противника, левый shift.
Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Now you're getting it. Nice. Nice. Very good. Not bad. Again. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it.
Слабая атака, да?
Good. Once again. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
А! Я хер узнает. А. Так, стоп. Так, я получил навык у сражений с мечом.
I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work.
У нас есть навык для мечей. Так, где у нас? Где у нас навыки-то? Забыл. Игрок. Бой. Бой мечом. Удар гнева. Рубящий. Рубящий, колющий. А! Длинный меч. С помощью стремительного удара гнева и стойки быка парируйте со своего левого плеча удар противника в бок и дайте укол прямо ему в грудь. Угу. Удар тупым концом. Колющий, рубящий, рубящий. Вместо того, чтобы начать удар справа, нанесите противнику внезапный удар в лицо. Отверните свое оружие вокруг его оружия и быстро ударьте врага тупым концом. Если у вас есть щит. Если у вас есть щит, ударьте его краем. Рубящий, колющий, колющий. Стремительные атаки. Угу. Капец. Да, тяжко. Так, стремительный удар гнева. Рубящий, рубящий, колющий. Мы его возьмем, да. Как нам его взять? В смысле? Я ничего не могу взять пока. Уровень 1. Подожди. Я понял. А 3-й уровень все идет. Угу. Все перки отдельно качаются. Я понял, ладно. Так, а угля нам дадут? А, ты.
Good day.
Продать. Так, денег у нас нет больше. цена. Не, одежкой торговать мы не будем. Че, да? Еще 5 мешков. Что делать-то? А где этот Фрицкек? Где он, блин? Где Фрицкек? Игрок. Крестьянин. Ванек. Крестьяне, Ганс. А где Фрицкек, блядь? Листилище, точильный круг. Ой, бля. Эх, был бы у нас меч. Блять, он же в этом лежит у него. Подожди. Ну нам отмычку надо. Сука. Именно отмычка нужна, блядь. Ты ничего не видел. Сюда зашел, падла. Слышали, чмо? На, пойдем до отца дойдем. Бить его у нас не получится, скорее всего.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Частично.
I went to see Kunish, but he wouldn't pay and then he threatened me.
I might have known. I'll sort him out this evening. I've no time for him now.
But without Kunish's money, I can't buy those other things you wanted.
Here's coin for the charcoal and the ale. I'll get it back from that mongrel this evening.
7 грошей. Репутация понизилась? Да ни хрена себе. Что я могу сделать-то, блин? Можем деньги вернуть. Хотя мы сэкономили уже бабосиков-то. Так, у нас 6 штук еще надо. Блять, тут геморрой с этой сделкой.
Shouldn't you tidy yourself up a bit?
Что у тебя есть? Жизнь в крачме. Учебник по питью и алкоголизму. У меня 4 осталось. Так, у тебя есть те штуки, которые игру нам сохраняют? Сколько он стоит? Эх, нихера, 103. Ничего себе. Рихтерш. Ладно. Наверное, надо было с парнягом помочь. Ну ладно уж, чё. Мы Куниша на топор-то нагрели. 4 монетки у нас осталось. Иди сюда, батя.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Where have you been with that ale? It's as flat and warm as horse piss. Go back and get me another, and you can pay for it yourself. That's the price of stupidity.
Да ты, блять, вот, да, долго я бегал. И подраться успели еще.
God be with you, Henry.
Бланка.
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer, but when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today. I'm back.
I can see that. What's the matter?
I need another pitcher of ale. The last one wasn't cold enough for father.
You want me to get it for you?
Aye, and a smile from you.
Good luck then. revoir.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this
Она
evening.
все намекает и
Out
намекает.
of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Но мы в плюсе все равно остались. Мы умыкнули топор у алкаша и продали его. Хоть как-то мы его наказали.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. We'll fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand? Yes. Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Has that boy ever listened to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish. So what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up. When I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it.
На древесину? Сразу?
Good.
А, они так прожигают специально. Ну ни хрена.
That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Интересно, они рукоятки делают для мечей. Отшлифуй.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith?
Он строгает ножом, не шлифует же.
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, a score of castles. had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready.
Еще одна. Она, кстати, симпатичнее, чем та Бьянка, или как ее там ее звали, Белла. Гвозди для Терезы. А где гвозди, ебать? А, они в доме. А то раскалендулы. В течение 1 минуты добавит 30 единиц здоровья и избавит от похмелья. Возьмем. Это все нам пригодится, мать. Не ссы, и наркоманы не просто так тащу вещи из дома.
Henry, are you all right?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
А, Бланка, блин.
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering.
That will
Will you
do.
be going to
Go
the
and
dance
get those
this
damn
evening?
nails.
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though.
Такая стойка.
Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let him
commoner?
try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
It certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isma. Have a safe journey to Sassa.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree, and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them, or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
Опа, кипиш.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Напали. На нас напали. Что делать-то? Ёбана в рот. Просто так на мирную деревню, пиздец.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important for your trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Terezik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Я уже оттуда забрал все. Бля, и бланки пиздец.
Move! Come on, we're closing! Move in, people! Come on, come on!
Oh, Henry, thank God. Get inside quick, we have to shut the gates.
Keep running, people, come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back.
Get through the gates!
Пиздец, женщин за что?
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them! Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Спрыгни со стены, убегай, хрена себе, они молодцы. Меч ему так и не доставили. Нежданные гости. Задание беги. Пиздатое задание. Бежим, ебен говен. Ну вот за нами никто не гонится. Ладно, похер, все равно бежим. Так, не ломай только ноги себе. Да, мы ничего сделать не сможем. Дожди-ка, или сможем. Мы же умеем владеть мечом. А! Да не, их тут больно много. Блядь, да у воротов нет никаких. Так, это у нас тут... Годи. Так, мы ничего сделать им не сможем, это по-любому. Их трое, а мы как бы один. Садись на нее, блядь. Че, блядь? Ой, как тут много всего. Бежать-то куда, блядь? Блять, сложное тут управление. Я херею. И чувака мы не смогли убить, кстати, с одного удара. Это очень плохо. Ну, вообще, это мы ничего сделать не можем просто. Хрен ли, просто пробуем, чё бы нет-то. Не туда, блядь. Сука. Да ну нахуй. Сука, какого хуя свернул-то, блядь, с этой Блять, тропинки ёбаной. Думал, там можно будет пробежать. Бежим! Беги, беги. Блять! У меня лошадь ебанутая. Ну все, она, блядь, она забраться не может, блядь. Идите нахуй. Да, блядь, пиздец, это речка глубокая. Не сзади. Да я застрял, блядь, пиздец, блядь. Выйти-то мне даст она, нет. Она вообще прыгать умеет. Сука. Лошадь нихуя прыгать не может. Ну давай, блядь. Плотва, ебен гаен, ты ли это? Беги. Давай-ка схаваем наш отвар из календулы. В смысле, чего? В течение 1 минуты добавит 30 единиц здоровья и избавит от похмелья. Целительность 5. Не знаю, они от нас отстали, по-моему. Да ебать, она застреет вообще везде, где только можно. Ты чё, блядь, устала, что ли? Пошла нахер. Да, бегите все. Наверное, музыку надо погромче сделать.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum.
Здорово, Ван. Виделись? Доскочили. Да, плотва, конечно, лучше была у Геральта. Открывайте дверь, уроды! Капец у пацана день начался. И мамки отца лишился, и любимый лишился, капец.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out.
Да, Кучи был подстрелен точно, стрелой не договорил я.
Easy.
Тише.
All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have
За
to
заборы.
Can you manage?
За заборы. Выгоним их нахрен, да? Скорее всего, тут говорилось на заборы, неправильный перевод немного.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robart. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg.
Половцы? Мне не показалось.
Stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robart. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
Индржих. Хрена себе у него имя.
Did he make it inside the
Индржих.
castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robart, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Тальмбер. Так, понятно. Поговори с паном Бориком. Борик. Ты узнал, где Тальмберг находится? Точка перехода. Твоя постель. Неисследованное место, неисследованное место. Так. Угу. Мы убежали отсюда? Ровно. Погоди, мы откуда бежали-то? Скалится. Ебать. Масштабы такие большие. Ебать, карта тут. Большая такая. Мы хотим опять есть. Пан Дивиш. Нам нужен другой. Так. А, мы с тобой должны поговорить, да? Ну-ка. Сколько у нас грошей-то? 4-7. Можно похавать. Лечение, лечение, лечение. Красноречие 0. Стало вообще обаяние 5. Так, вот эти вот показатели, которые непостоянные, да? А, сытность. С сытностью у нас проблемы. Пусть так пока будет.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Это логично, да. Пойдем пожрем. Можем с ней поговорить?
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh, no.
Репутация повысилась. Успех. Так. Затем началось побоище. Я убежал к замку, но моих родителей убили. Мне не удалось спрятаться в замке.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
My God, that's horrible. You were lucky to survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
Так, нам нужно что, на кухню? Похавать? Так, это спальня. Где кухня-то? Выше. Дай пройти мне. Нет, это не похоже на кухню. Да где кухня-то? Так, не выпендривайся. Походу вот она.
Milady. You are fortunate our good Lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Out of Ailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, lady.
Он ее слушается, ты глянь-ка.
Is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Ну да, говно помесили нехило так. Значит, задачу ешь. Ехери вообще. Иди в сторожку во дворе и поспи там до утра.
Damn it, I'm hungry.
Ты есть хочешь? А можно взять? Продукты питания. Ты все еще есть хочешь? Вы не будете против, если я еще еды возьму? А, так это мое все, блядь. Они же мне приготовили. Я думал, он автоматом поел. У нас есть меч, которым мы драться не умеем. Еда-то, надеюсь, не портится. Хотя, может, и портится. Я не знаю, о чем ты, мужик. Ладно, давай не будем бесить их. То, блядь, сейчас скажут: а, ебен говен. Еду ворует. Ты наелся. Это хорошо, а потом бутеров с сыром наебнем. Так, я уже хочу спать во все, да? То, что я спиздил, репутация понизилась. Я понял. Ты, блядь. Надеюсь, мне сюда. Спать. До утра. Хоть бы цифры перевернули, блядь. Что никуда не годится. А быстрее нельзя никак.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Она очень добрая.
Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk
Хочешь
about
поговорить об этом?
it, if you feel like it.
Ну давай, расскажем.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Красноречие 5, да? Я пошел забрать долг. Я зашел в корчму.
I went to the tavern.
Блять!
Father.
Я не
I know
успел.
it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind. Because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening. But our meeting was never to happen.
Oh dear boy.
Успех. Ты глянь-ка.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzi. The sword was taking shape when Sir
Уровень
Radzi himself
красноречия.
came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
Успех тоже.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Давай добиваем.
A horde of soldiers was amassed.
Красноречие.
Flapped in the wind, the armor glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Угу. Жители Скалицы попытались скрыться в замке. Я видел, как убили мою девушку Бланку. Видел?
The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Так.
I wasn't safe yet.
Полосы грабили деревню.
House to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Репутация повысилась, это хорошо.
It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Saradzik, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by
Тут слишком много диалогов. Долгих.
You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young.
beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Еду унесла, он даже не пожрал, вообще охренеть. Хоть бы оставила.
Good night.
Не по нраву.
Good night, my lady.
Не по нраву. Краткая беседа или в смысле? Он опять в ботинках лег спать. Ему сказали: разуйся, придурок, испачкаешь постель. Ах. Теперь снится ему все.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Идти на стену по лестнице у ворот. Так, надо посмотреть, что у нас там с сохранением вообще. Беги, хозяйка замка. Тембр, хозяйка замка. Так, давай-ка сохранимся мы все-таки. Потому что нам надо заканчивать. Ладно, давайте на сегодня закончим. Спасибо всем, кто сегодня был. Кто не подписан, подписываемся на мой канал, ставим лайки и комментируем. Всем пока, с вами был Львович. Увидимся в следующей серии.